So welcome back. I'm going to show you how you can convert your old laptop into a personal server. So if you're someone who wants to get started with homelab and stuff and you want to buy a new server, but you can't because it's really getting expensive, all thanks to AI. If that's the case, you don't have to worry if you have an old laptop lying around which you're not using anymore. So whatever I told you can convert your old laptop into your personal server that you can access from anywhere in the world, from your primary laptop or from your phone. So I'm going to show you how that is done. So as you know, it's always recommended to have Linux running on your system. So in case if you are using a Windows laptop, I highly recommend you to wipe that out and install Linux on it. And for this video, I'll be using Ubuntu. And in case if you're having any issues with installing Ubuntu, let me know. I can maybe do another video about it. So let's just see how we can convert our old laptop into a personal server. Let's update all the packages first. Now run this command to install SSH so we can remotely access our laptop. Okay, it's getting installed and done. Now run this command to get the IP which can be used to SSH into your old laptop. Also make sure both of the laptops are on the same Wi-Fi. And you're gonna get something like this. Make sure you copy this one particular IP. Now run in the whoami command, which is gonna give you a username that's gonna be used to SSH into the personal server. So we are done installing OpenSSH on our personal laptop, and also we saw the IP that needs to be used and also the username that also needs to be used while SSHing into our personal laptop. So now we're gonna try to access our personal laptop from our Mac. SSH, and the whoami name was Roshan, so RSHAN and UT, and then the IP which is gonna be 192.5. Let's just say yes. Okay, now it is prompting for a password, which is the password of your personal laptop. So I have this connected to my old laptop from my new laptop remotely. Okay, I just can do ls and see all these things. So these are like the folders and the files, PDF and all that exist on my personal laptop. So this is all cool. We just converted our old laptop into our personal server, which we can access at any time we want. Just make sure that it is on all the time. But there are some more changes that need to be made. Here, the main reason why I'm able to access my old laptop remotely is because both the laptops are on the same internet connection, right? And they're using the same Wi-Fi, but that shouldn't be always the case, right? Let's say I'm outside, maybe I'm in another state or another country. I still want to access my personal laptop, my old laptop. What am I going to do? But before that, there are some more things we need to do. We need to edit some of the config files and also change some of the settings of our personal laptop. Mainly that we need to make sure even if the lid is closed, the laptop doesn't go off. And also if the laptop is idle for, let's say, more than 10 or 15 minutes, it won't go to sleep, because the laptop needs to be available 24/7, right? If you want the server to run around the clock. So let's just see how that's done. Alright, so this is my personal laptop or my old laptop, where I'll be running this command to replace GUI and animation stuff with TUI because it helps reducing resource usage. After that, run sudo reboot for the changes to be reflected. So we are done with the reboot, and this is how the laptop looks like. Now go to this file. After that, make sure you go to these two lines, handle lit switch and handle lit switch external power. Uncomment those two lines and change suspend to ignore, which would look something like this. Once we're done with that, make sure you run the systemctl restart command so that the changes made are reflected. Now we have made sure that the laptop doesn't go off even if the lid is closed or the laptop is idle. It just doesn't sleep. It's gonna be on 24 hours. Just make sure that the battery is up and also it's connected to charger if your battery has some issues, just like mine. So now let's just access our old laptop from our new laptop. SSH once again. Now I'm inside my old laptop. So like I said before, I'm only able to access my old laptop just because we're on the same Wi-Fi. So let's just say I'm on a different Wi-Fi. I'm out of country. How am I going to be able to access my old laptop? So to make that possible, we're going to be using something called Tailscale. So let's just install that on my old laptop. So for that, you need to go to this website, Tailscale, and make sure you choose Linux because that is what our server is running on. And then just copy this command. Let me paste it and let's just run. So once you're done installing Tailscale, what happens is that it assigns a private IP to your old laptop. So that's going to enable us to SSH into the laptop without having to be on the same Wi-Fi. So like it says, to make sure that Tailscale is running fine, I can do a sudo Tailscale. So I need to authenticate first. So that shows success. So once you run sudo Tailscale up, it will show up a link, so you just need to copy that in one of the browsers and just log in, and it shows success and you are done. You're good to go. So the next challenge is to access my personal server from my phone. For that, I need to install Tailscale from Play Store. So once you install Tailscale, you will be prompted to log in. you will see a screen like this. So make sure you choose the email ID that was used to log in for your personal server. So the way Tailscale works is that if you are having Tailscale on a different servers, and if you want to SSH into one of the servers, just make sure that you log in using the same email ID that pops up when you do Tailscale status in one of your servers, because that is how Tailscale works. It just wants all of the servers to be under the same email ID if you want to access. So basically, if you're using some other email ID and if you're trying to access one of these servers, that is almost impossible. So once you're done, just make sure you install one more application like Termius or Juice SSH, because you need a command prompt, right, to access your server. Once you are done installing Termius and you logged in successfully, you're gonna see a screen similar to this. So make sure you type in the IP that showed up over here, somewhere over here. Yeah. So once you type in the IP, it will ask you for a username, which you can give a username that you want, and after that it will be asking you for a password on a similar screen like this. And once you are done with that, congrats, now you have access to your personal server. Let me do ls one more time. So that's it, we are done configuring Tailscale, which means now I can access my personal server, aka my old laptop, anywhere in the world. I don't even have to be on the same Wi-Fi ever again. Isn't that cool? So I've just shown you how you can convert your old laptop that you're not using anymore into a personal server. In my case, my old laptop was just lying around in the corner collecting dust, and I was not even using it. So I've just turned my old laptop into a personal server where I can host open source software if I want to try out, or maybe even my personal website, which I'm thinking of maybe in a different video, so that I don't have to like SSH to my VM just to check if the VM is up or not. If the website is up, that means the VM is up, and if the website is down, that means the VM is down. Isn't that like an easy way? So that's it for today's video, and I hope you liked it. So please give it a shot if you have like an old laptop lying around and you want to get started with homelab and all that kind of stuff. So if you like my video, just let me know in the comments, and that's it. See you in the next.